Ahead of another weekend, it's time for our prediction video where we give our tips and predictions of what we think will happen in the weekend games. Round 22 is just around the corner. And without wasting more time, Victor, what are your best straight win selections for the weekend?
Yeah, I'm picking Newcastle to beat Wolves. I know that Wolves have been a little less crap lately, but it's still very, very hard to take them seriously. At the same time, this is the perfect game for Newcastle to improve their away record and start on this incredibly tough run of games they have between now and the end of February. They're priced at 175, but it's away, so it kind of makes sense to pick it. I've also got Arsenal at 159 away against Forest. I really can't see Forest resisting Arsenal here too much. In their last 6 games, they've only managed one win, and that was against West Ham, which, yeah, almost anyone can get, and a draw after 90 minutes against Wrexham. Arsenal, I think, should walk this one. And I'm also picking a draw between Sunderland and Crystal Palace. It's priced at 320. And out of the 3 outright outcomes for this game, this is the only one where the odds are trending downwards. And I think it's for good reason. 4 of Sunderland's last 5 games finished in draws after 90 minutes. For Palace, 2 of their last 5 were draws, and the 2 they lost out of those 3 were by 1 goal, defeats by 1 goal. It just screams of a draw to me, this.
Yeah, fair enough. Coincidentally, we have two of the same selections because I'm also backing Arsenal to beat Forest as well. Like when you look at the odds given and the momentum Arsenal have at the moment, you just can't help but think that Arsenal would win Forest, and it's a good one to pick. And also Newcastle v Wolves. Yes, I did think it was a little high, but just like you mentioned, it's because they are playing away, of course. My third one is Aston Villa versus Everton. Yes, I know Everton can be a difficult nut to crack, but Aston Villa at home pushing for the title as well. I think they should be able to see up Everton at 1.70. I think it's a good one for me to go with as well. And anyways, moving on, Victor, what are your best goal market selections?
Chelsea versus Brentford over 2.5 goals, 171. I think it's a safer line than what the odds are suggesting. Brentford have scored 2 or more in 5 of their last 6 games. Chelsea are also finding the net regularly. They scored at least once in all of their last 10 fixtures. Leeds versus Fulham, BTTS at 183. I don't know why it's 183, but hear me out. Leeds have scored and conceded in 9 of their last 10 games. Fulham did the same in 8 out of last 10. It's really hard for me to believe that BTTS does not land here. And I've also got over 2.5 goals for Brighton against Bournemouth at 148. It's landed, 2.5 plus has landed in 3 of Brighton's last 5 and all of Bournemouth's last 5. Head to heads are also encouraging. All of the last 5 had 3 or more goals.
Yeah, fair enough. For my goal selections, I'm going with Chelsea v Brentford over 2.5 goals. I think that goal is going to, I mean, that game is going to see a lot of goals because Brentford will also take it to Chelsea, and Chelsea are not in the best of form at the moment, especially at the back. I'm also backing United versus Manchester City, the Manchester derby, to end with a lot of goals. I think Michael Carrick will want to make a statement, but I don't know what statement he's going to make. But I know that game is going to have a lot of goals. And I'm also going for the London derby, Tottenham v West Ham, because you don't know what to get from both sides. And I think that game could see some chaos and a lot of goals possibly. Anyways, moving on, Victor, what are your best player to score selection?
I've got Ekitike at 180 versus Burnley. I think he should be back for this one, as far as I'm hearing. It's not a given that he'll start, so if he doesn't, just take the push. But I think it's worth backing him. This is against the joint second worst defense in the league. Another one that also makes a lot of sense to me is Voltemade against Wolves, 225. He's been performing well this season. He's only played 20 odd minutes against City in the League Cup. I think he starts in this one and scores. And I've got a double, Aston Villa versus Everton. I've got McGinn to score or assist at 340. It seems a bit high to me. So the way Everton are defending under Moyes sometimes kind of leaves the door open either for a shot from distance or from one of those lung busting runs from midfield for a rolled assist. I think McGinn can do both very well and should get a goal contribution here.
Yeah, fair enough. For my goal scorers, I'm also going for an Aston Villa player, but Oli Watkins. I think he will be looking to get on the score sheet here. He has been on decent form in the past couple of weeks, and I think this is one game where he could find the back of the net. I'm also going for Erling Haaland. Yes, I know he has not given us so much joy in our FPL as we would have expected, but this is against Manchester United. Without being disrespectful, he likes to score against them anyways, and he has a good record against them. And I think he can continue that this weekend as well. I'm also going with, yeah, you're correct. After finally breaking his goal drought, scoring against Chelsea in midweek, I think he's going to get some confidence once again. And Forest have not been great either recently, so it could be a good chance for him. And on the final note, I'm also going with Wolves Matchday as well. I think Wolves are just Wolves. Yes, they might have been better lately, but they would always remain Wolves at the end of the day. So, anyways, on the final note, Victor, any bold opportunity to take advantage of?
Yeah, I've actually got something kind of interesting here, I feel. I'm going for double chance of draw or West Ham to win against Spurs. It's a 220, and I know it sounds a little bit mental, but look at Spurs' record at home. They have only won two Premier League games at home all season. We're in January. Besides, they're the favorites playing at home and they're priced at 175 on the outright. You just know what's going to happen. This is Spurs we're talking about.
True, true, fair point. For me, I just have one bold opportunity. When I look at the form of both sides, Chelsea and Brentford, I don't see why Brentford should be priced as high as 4.70, to be honest, because I think they can easily get a win in that game. But to be safe, I would say a double chance Brentford win or draw. If they do not win, they can actually get a draw in that game. But honestly, I will say go for it and just Brentford can easily win this game, just like Villa did when the bookmakers gave Villa about almost 5 odds to beat Chelsea. I would say go for the same for Brentford against Chelsea. But anyways, those are predictions for round 22. As always, as we always tell our viewers, please do your due diligence as well. Managers will want to tweak things as much as possible. The Champions League is coming. There were midweek games here and there, so managers might want to do some chopping and tweaking here and there. So do your due diligence before you take our tips into mind. And we'll see after the game week how well we performed.